hero. We all need a hero, hero, hero. Your heroes at home.
William Conville here, Truth Snitch, down here on a lovely sunny Saturday morning. I'd say Coffee and Heroes, just to get a broad feel of people coming down and buying the latest comics from this little hidden treasure down here in the dark corridors of Smithfield. With Patrick here, he's down for the comic day down in Coffee and Heroes down in Smithfield. Who's your favourite superhero, Patrick?
Probably Spider-Man.
Probably Spider-Man. Good choice. If the world was to end tomorrow and it was you and one superhero against the world, who would you choose to win the battle with? Who do you think's best equipped to help you save the world?
Probably Batman, because he's able to survive for a pretty long time.
Good answer, good answer. What about if you were to be a superhero or you were to design one superhero, what would you call him?
Don't know about a name, but I'd probably choose one with some kind of super speed or kind of time powers where they could travel faster or slower than other people.
So to go back and stop things and change things that happened in time?
Yeah.
Good answer. Thanks very much for your time, Patrick. Who's your favourite superhero?
Batman.
Batman. Good choice. That seems to be a recurrent theme here today. If the world was ending today and it was just you and one other superhero, who would you take in the battle with you to save the world? Would it be the same superhero or would you have someone else? He's already went around the world and saved the world. What about if you could design your own superhero, what would the name be?
The Crack.
The Crack? Explain that to me.
Fight his enemies with bad puns.
Fight his enemies with bad puns? That's a really good answer, so it is. And typical for Belfast, so it is.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks very much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Have a good day, okay? Hi, it's William Conville again, down here with Coffee Heroes. I'm one of the owners. What's your name?
Vicky.
Vicky. Vicky owns this shop down here. Vicky, it sort of does remind me of the Chinatown scene in Gremlins, where it's sort of in the dark corridors with little hidden treasure, and you can pick up little hidden treasures such as our Mogwai, little gizmo stuff. So, how long have you been down here?
We've been in Smithfield, been open for about 4.5 years now.
Right, okay.
We opened June 1st, 2017.
That long?
Yeah, we actually opened June 1st because it was the first day Wonder Woman was open.
Is that right?
Yeah, and that film was just massively inspired.
Well, that's a good sign, as if you're opening on the day Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that's the thing. We wanted to be part of sort of something big that was happening, and Wonder Woman was a big thing then.
That christened it perfectly.
Yeah, it was a great day to be opened, and now we're here, and we've got a great community, and 4.5 years later we keep growing and growing.
It seems like you've got a nice wee community of people that's come in and out.
Yeah, we that's the thing. We wanted to be not just people come in and get their comics and go. We wanted to create people to be able to...
Bit of a community, a wee bit of a hub.
Yeah, people come in, like people that haven't never met each other now are the bestest of friends. They meet outside of here and go for pints and coffee and stuff like that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's just sort of a really good like family feel as well. So
that's really good, because as I say, it's something that is intriguing me, because from my generation, I'm in my early 40s now. It's something I grew up with, reading the comics and then on the big screen, and so it's intriguing to see my daughters and younger kids doing the reverse. They grew up with it on the big screen and now are starting to read comics.
Yeah.
And I actually wasn't aware there was too many places for them to go and get comics. I stumbled across this your brilliant shop about 2 weeks ago. I was down and I noticed you had Tacken. And so I popped in, had a few games of Tacken, which rolled back years, and my daughter's been coming down weekly now ever since, and getting comics. So I think you've got a little gem here.
Yeah, we wanted to get the sort of the younger readers into it as well, and sort of because if we don't get them into it, we won't have a comic book shop in a couple of years.
For the future.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's good to see little kids getting into comics and being inspired. We've got guys that have been coming to us from like day one, and there's one family that I can say like their son was in a pushchair when he comes. He's now running around the store picking out his own comics. So it's great. We see.
You're getting to watch him grow.
Yeah.
Maybe you should write a comic about that. So you should.
I'm not.
But still, it's a thought there for a story, maybe to push on to one of your writers or some of the drawers that I've seen with some of the fantastic pictures you have in there. I have to say, even just being down here for the short time today, the age range of people coming down, like we've been talking to 14-year-olds, we've been talking to 45-year-olds, a 50-year-old there. It's great to see such an array of age range down, so isn't it?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what we like about the store, because it's a good mix. Like I say, people that have never met each other. Like there's guys, like you say, in their 50s that are friends with guys in their 20s. So it's a really nice mix of people have like-minded thing that they like, and can just put aside the age and just get on with it and have fun.
What's your earliest memory of reading comics when you were growing up?
I was actually only 25 when I started reading comics.
Only 25?
Yeah,
right, okay. That was only a couple of years ago then, was it?
I wish. No, it was only when I met Alan that I actually started reading comics. I never sort of looked at a comic before now.
Okay.
Before then, obviously I watched the movies in the cinema, but then Alan got me into a comic called Saga, and it's been downhill ever since then.
What was the first movie you seen?
Oh, it must have been the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Well, that was a good one to break in. That's probably my favourite one, actually, so it
Yeah.
is. Okay, so we'll get down to the serious business of asking questions. I've been asking everybody else and put you under pressure. Who's your favourite superhero? Like, if you were just hanging out for someone with a coffee, Wolverine?
Yeah.
Any particular reason, Wolverine?
I don't know, he's just a badass. So I've got a great figure at home. I've got it's from Hulk Planet 1, and it's where Wolverine's jumping Hulk.
Yes.
And it stands about this big.
Wow.
Yeah, so I have to say, yeah.
Wolverine?
Yeah.
I think that's a great choice. I think it'd be just great company. You'd have a great night.
Yeah.
And if anything kicked off, you'd
yeah.
have his claws out in a second. So
Exactly.
if the world was ending today and it was just you and one superhero that was going into battle to try and save the world, who do you think's best equipped to help you take on the world and save the day?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman?
Of course.
Is that the feminist coming out in you? Or?
She's a great superhero, inspires young girls, and
Great inspiration.
And
then.
that's the thing. So obviously, when I first went and saw Wonder Woman in the first one, and that scene of No Man's Land,
When she was running.
I was just in awe.
Blow me away.
Because it was the
Goosebumps. I'm actually getting goosebumps now, even you just describing
it's
it.
just when she says, "I am no man," and it's just like, you don't need a man.
What about if, I'm sure everybody's thought of this or done it secretly, drew a picture of a superhero, scrumpled it up, thrown it under the bed. If you could design one superhero, what would they be called?
See, I'm not that creative in mind.
You're bound to have thought about it, Nicky, come on. Everyone's
Honestly,
thought about it.
Well, I suppose because I'm a chef by trade, so
Right, okay.
So probably something along the lines of having
Nice.
Yeah.
There's a recurring theme here with Wolverine and stuff here, so there is. Would you think of a name?
No, I'm really not that.
Put you on the spot and you're under pressure here. Would it be a female?
Possibly, yeah.
A female chef,
Yeah.
bit of Steven Seagal, bit of Wolverine or something. Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
I've just noticed your mask. Our Women Will Save the World. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I think we'll end it there, Nicky. Thanks very much for talking to me and good luck with the shop, okay?
Cheers, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Right, we're here with Meadow, and she's just came out of the Coffee and Heroes bookshop with a massive pile of comics. What did you get today, Meadow?
We got 7, I think it was.
7?
Yeah, we got 3. We only paid for 3, and then we got 4 free.
3?
Yeah, because I have my stamps, and then you get it's free anyway.
Okay, that's a really good deal. So you have you pay for someone to stamp you every week, and then how many stamps do you have to get?
10, and then you get a free one.
That's a great deal. So what comics did you get today?
The Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the Avengers, Batman, Spider-Man, and then we got what else did we get? I got Hulk, and Star Wars that we did.
Did you get a Star Wars one? My personal favourite. What made you pick the comics did you pick?
I don't know, they look good.
The cover?
Yeah.
And who's your favourite superhero? Where would you like to spend time with? If you just had one chill day, you could pick one superhero just to spend the day with you and just chill out. Who would it be?
Hulk.
The Hulk, any particular
When
reason?
he's green.
When he's green, so he has to be already angry. Why is that?
Well, because in the Endgame one, he's like really chilled out and really funny, and whenever he's green in the cafe.
Oh, so you want him in when he's sort of half green, half human.
Like
So
when
when
he
he's
has
just.
human hair but the green body.
What if things kick off? But he's not going to be much use to because he can't get angry.
Well, I
Is that
don't know.
when you step in?
Yeah.
What about if the world was ending today and it was just you and you had your choice of any superhero in the world to help you go and take on the world and try and save the day? Who do you think that would be? Who's best equipped?
Black Widow's sister.
Black Widow's sister?
Yeah.
What do you call Black Widow's sister?
I don't know.
So you're just going to shout out, Black Widow's sister, assemble now.
Yeah, well, I don't know her name.
What about if you could design your own superhero? First of all, would it be a boy or a girl?
A girl.
A girl?
A woman.
Oh, a woman.
Yeah.
Good answer. What would you think you would call her?
I don't know.
Take your time. We've all thought about this at some point.
I don't know.
Drew a picture, scrumpled it up, threw it under the bed.
I don't know.
Got to be something. What do you think would be a good superpower for her to have?
Have blasters come out her fists.
Blasters? What about Blaster Girl or?
Yeah, something like that.
Or we'll have to try and incorporate woman because you didn't like the word girl, so you didn't?
No.
No. What do you think then? Incorporate the word woman with blaster.
Blaster woman.
Blaster woman? Okay, good answer. Thanks very much for talking to us today, madam. Have a good day. So down to the crunch of what I've been asking people mostly all day is if the world was ending today, look, and it was just you, and you had the choice of your superhero, who do you think's most or best equipped to help you save the world today?
The boys.
The boys? The boys. It's not actually something I'm familiar with, but I promise you I'll go away and I'll get myself educated. I will indeed. What about if you were just chilling out today? If you were coming down to Coffee and Heroes for just a coffee, just to spend some time and unwind, what superhero would you pick just to chill out for a few hours with?
Invincible's always good.
If you could design or have your own superhero, first of all, would it be a boy or a girl?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter.
That's a good answer. Sitting on the fence of that one.
I'll be diplomatic.
You're not going to be getting judged there, so you're not. What would you think you would call your superhero?
That's a tough one.
It is a tough one, but you're bound to have thought about it.
I don't know. I go by my online name. I go by Kenny of Kung Fu.
Kenny of Kung Fu. I like
That's
that.
not even my name.
That's not even your name. Where's the Kenny? I don't understand where the Kung Fu bit comes from. Where's the Kenny come from? Where's the inspiration in that?
There's a character in Russia. I'm not sure if you've seen.
Yes, I
it.
do indeed.
Yeah, there's
So
a
which
little-
one of you all kicked me, is it? No, he's not called Kenny, is it?
No, there's a little black guy in like a shop, and he's wearing like Chinaman clothes.
Okay.
And he's called Kung Fu Kenny.
Right,
And
so you've adapted that, so
Exactly.
you have.
Yeah.
What about if you had one special power? What do you think every superhero should come equipped with? What would be that one power that would trump all other powers?
I don't know. If we're talking about
For Kung Fu Kenny,
for Kung Fu Kenny.
what would be his best superhero? Is it going to be something as basic as a roundhouse kiss or a roundhouse kick or a five Fergan or something? You wouldn't be hitting a roundhouse kiss. Although you could call it that there, see, okay?
Unbelievable strength and durability. Like,
Unbelievable strength and durability.
that would be
the one.
the perfect MMA fighter.
Listen, thanks very much for talking to us, Kenny. You have a great day, okay, mate? All right, cheers. All the best. If the world was ending today and it was just you, Scott, and you had your pick between what superhero would you be taking the battle to help you save the world, who do you think is most or best equipped to help you save the world, Scott?
Good question. Probably a fully powered, superhero or villain.
It's up to yourself. Well, I would think villains would probably want to destroy the world, but yeah.
A fully powered Thanos, so at least he'd save half of it.
He sort of does the balance, doesn't he? Takes out half of his.
You probably need someone.
It's for the greater good, as he says.
Exactly. You need someone smart, someone probably like Reed Richards.
Reed Richards?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
That's I haven't had that answer today. That's a good answer, so it is. What about if you were just coming down till Coffee and Heroes for the day, just to chill out, just to unwind? What superhero would you most like to spend the day with, just to chill out with?
Chill out with? Probably Johnny Storm.
Johnny Storm? Any particular reason?
It just seems like good crack.
A cool guy, so he is.
Yeah.
What about if you could design your own superhero? Would it be a boy or a girl, first of all?
I don't know, probably a girl.
Probably a girl.
Interesting, yeah.
More interesting, a girl more interesting than boys. That's it. That's going to be a decisive answer there.
I'm sure.
But we definitely need more superhero women, so we do. There's no doubt about that.
Exactly.
The ones we got are fantastic. I think we're going to do a few more.
Exactly.
What would you call her?
No idea.
No
I
idea.
haven't thought about it.
I think everybody that reads comics or is into superheroes has thought about.
None that I would share publicly.
Oh, it's not PG. If it's not PG,
No, it's not that, but I don't know. I think there's so many interesting male ones at the moment. We could use a
Couple of couple more females.
Try and add to that. Yeah.
What about, if you don't mind me asking, how does it feel to have like was there a superhero film sort of with your name as what Scott Pilgrim Saved the World, was it?
Great film.
Great film? Not just because it has...
Unfortunately not based on me.
But a good film nonetheless.
Great film nonetheless, yeah.
Well, listen, thanks very much for talking to me, Scott. You have a great day, okay?
Brilliant.
Right, cheers, thank you. Cheers, mate. Hi, I'm down here at Coffee and Heroes with...
Joshua.
Joshua?
Yeah.
Good name, mate. One of my sons is called Joshua, so it is. What has you down here today, Joshua?
Free comic book day, to be honest.
Free comic book day.
I'll be down regularly as well.
Are you one of the regulars as well?
Yeah, but just free comic book day is just extra incentive, you know.
Always an incentive, but we're always open for a few freebies, aren't we?
Yeah.
They also have a really good loyalty scheme in there as well, don't they?
Yeah, the loyalty cards, yeah.
Yeah.
I probably had at least 2, lost the first one and then found it again.
Yeah.
Halfway through one of the cards.
I love your t-shirt as well, Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
How old are you, Joshua?
I'm 18.
Only 18?
Yeah.
You know who Johnny Bravo is?
I know who Johnny Bravo is.
Oh, what a Studley! Hey, sexy mama.
Yeah.
I love your moss and love your t-shirt.
Thank you.
What do you think about Coffee and Heroes?
That's a really, really good store.
What do you think it sort of has over some of the other comic stores?
It's got, well, first off, the arcade machine's really cool. I'm not going to lie, I love coming down to the arcade machine.
That's actually what drew me into the shop. It was Tacken, but they've changed it. I don't know well if you know.
I think it switches every couple of days or something.
Yeah, that's
honestly, it's got one of the a really good environment as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it might just be me because I have a competition with literally everyone, most comic book shops I go to. But I definitely have one with someone in Coffee and Heroes. It
has a nice ambience, nice feel to it.
Good feeling.
That seems to be sort of a recurrent theme everybody I'm asking says. It's a nice wee family feel to it and you feel nice and relaxed.
Yeah.
Because it always helps you get a wee cup of tea or a cup of coffee. If the world was to be ending today and it was just Joshua and one other superhero that you could pick from,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man all day. It's a quick answer. That's been the quickest answer of all day.
Spider-Man, or alternatively, if I want to escape, The Flash, Wally West.
Right, okay. Well, if there was one superhero to take on the world with you today, it would be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I think that you maybe the same answer to the next question because you're so big on Spider-Man, but if you could just chill out and spend one day, come down to Coffee and Heroes just for a chat and just take it easy, what superhero would you pick? Would it be Spider-Man again?
See, this is the sort of geek out of it, but I don't think Spider-Man would be able to sit down and chill out. I think I'd probably go Superman.
I think he's too hyperactive.
I think he'd be like, oh no, it's a crime, but
just let him leave you.
Or like someone like Superman, he'd be like, oh, 1 second, I'm going to go, and then he goes back. So I'd probably say Superman for that.
Superman? But sort of the opposite. I mean, I would have took Superman with me to save the world, and I would have probably chilled out the day for Spider-Man. What about if you could create your own superhero? First of all, would it be a boy or a woman?
We talking
man or woman?
Like for a comic book? Honestly, I don't know. I think writing, if I was having to write this, I'd probably write a boy because I'm more used to living in that experience as a male myself.
What do you think you would call him?
I don't know. I'd probably do like a sort of Invincible style pastiche on Spider-Man because I have that called Silkworm or something like that.
Okay.
And just give him like Spider-Man-ish powers and just go from there.
Okay, that's brilliant. Thanks very much for your time, George. You have a great day. Just show the camera your t-shirt for it. Open it there for me. It's one of my favourites, Johnny Bravo. Brilliant. Thanks very much again, Joshua, for talking to him, okay? Have a good day. Mia, thanks very much for talking to us. Do you usually come down to Coffee and Heroes?
Yeah, all the time.
All the time?
Yeah.
What comic books are you hoping to get your hands on today?
Well, I've seen the free comic books, and I really want to get The Boys and maybe King Shark.
Maybe King Shark. Good choice. Who's your favourite superhero?
See, that's really hard.
Really, really hard question. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I'm putting you on the spot. Who is your favourite superhero? Take your time. So many to choose from.
Yeah, there is. There's like DC and Marvel. There's like a lot.
Who's your favourite out of DC and Marvel? That's sort of the question nobody wants to be asked. Do you prefer Marvel or DC?
I prefer Marvel movies, but DC comics.
Right, okay, that's a great answer. It's a great answer. So if I'll leave that one on the burner for now. If the world was ending today and it was just you and you had one superhero to pick from for you and that superhero to go and help save the world, who do you think would be most equipped, best equipped to help you save the world?
Tony Stark.
Tony Stark?
If he was alive.
If he was alive, yeah. What about if you could create your own superhero, what would they be called?
Oh, that's hard. Like, what name is there? Like, haven't they thought
That hasn't
of?
been taken,
Yeah.
I know. But surely any comic book lover or superhero, we've all thought of this question. We've all probably sat in a room and maybe thought about designing one or designed one, scrumpled it up and put it under the bed so nobody can see. But what would yours be called?
I'm gonna go with Stitches. Why not?
Stitches. What about their superhero? What about your favourite one? If it was just somebody to hang out with, just somebody to spend a few hours and have a cup of coffee over, which hero would it be?
Since they're closer to my age, probably Peter Parker. Why not?
Peter Parker?
Talk about MJ, isn't it?
Yeah, I think mine would probably be Spider-Man, so it would as well. Okay, thanks very much for talking to me, mate, okay?
Thank you.
You have a lovely day, okay? So we're down here in Coffee and Heroes with Michael Morris. What else you down here today, Michael?
Free comic book day.
Free comic book day, that's the...
Well, I would normally be in anyway, you know.
Yeah, are you a regular here, are you?
Well, I have been for about a year.
Okay. It's always good whenever we're getting a wee incentive or they're giving something free away.
There's a few I'm looking forward to picking up, you know.
If the world was ending today, Michael, and there was just you, and you could have your pick between any superhero you had to go on and take on the world and save the day, what superhero do you think it would be?
For that question,
Yes.
it would have to be Superman.
Have to be Superman?
Simply the range of powers.
What about if it was just to hang out for a day, if you were coming down to Coffee Heroes and you were going to just chill out, what superhero do you think you would most like to spend the day with?
Probably, I would say, Ben Grimm.
Ben Graham?
The ever-loving blue-eyed thing.
Any particular reason?
Just so down to earth, you know, and just slightly volatile, but you know, I wouldn't mind playing the Johnny Storm role and winding him up a bit, you know. I'd say it'd be good.
John.
Down here with John at Coffee and Heroes, and he's down for the free comic day, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Yes, that what brought you down today, John, is it?
Totally, yes.
It's always good whenever there's a wee incentive if you're getting something free.
Oh, well, as in there always, like, isn't there?
Well, all people from Belfast are always running about with their hands off free stuff. Yes,
well,
please.
I'm from Fermanagh, so we
You're from Fermanagh?
don't get too many free things there. No,
You haven't travelled all the way down from Fermanagh
no,
today, you're
I
staying
live in
down here?
Portadown now.
Right, okay. Did you travel from Portadown today?
I did, yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
All the way down just for this?
Yeah.
Is this your regular?
Well, it can be now, I suppose, after today.
Okay.
You know, it's very hard to find a good comic shop.
Have you been in Coffee and Heroes before?
Yeah.
What do you think is really appealing about Coffee and Heroes?
I think it's just, you know, it's sort of hard for people to sort of fit in nowadays. So I think when you come down to this sort of place, you can, you know, read a comic and have a conversation with people very much like yourself, like-minded, have the same interest in you, and you know, it's just a sort of escape the real world problems as well.
Which is exactly what we all need.
Exactly what you need.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because that's where sort of what comic books and cinema and stuff really is, or books.
Yeah.
It's escapism.
Yeah, oh, definitely. That's what I would find a good, you know, escape for me. You know, if I've had a bad day or a bad week, I would just go to Disney Plus, Netflix, or my DVD collection, and I would just escape, you know, for a couple of hours, and it's just good to get away from it.
Unwind.
Yeah, definitely.
And you think Coffee and Heroes provides that?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
You're very dedicated to be getting on the train all the way from Portadown to come all the way down to Belfast just to pick up a comic.
Of course, you know, that's what us geeks do, isn't it?
It is indeed. What I've been sort of asking people today, John, is if the world was ending today, and there was just John, and you could have your pick between one other superhero to help you go into battle to save the world, who do you think's most equipped? Who do you think's got the best attributes to help John save the world?
I have to go for my favourite superhero, which is Iron Man.
Iron Man? Any particular reason why Iron Man?
I just think the fact he's rich is a good thing.
Is that going to help you saving the world? He's just going to throw money at people?
I think just with the technology he has and developed over the films and the comics, you know, it's just like, and the fact that it's just a man in a suit and he's going in and he's, you know, more or less risking his life to save the world. Yeah.
What about if it was just a day to escape and unwind and chill out and come down, have your coffee or your tea, read your comic? What superhero would you most like to hang out with for the day?
That'd be Spider-Man.
It would be Spider-Man?
I have always, since younger, always wanted to be able to climb up a wall and swing from pillar to post, and especially skyscrapers, and I just think that's just something, especially when playing the video games, just something I always wanted to do.
What about if you could create your own superhero? First of all, would it be a man or a woman?
Be a man.
Be a man. What would you call him?
I don't know, the best person. John? Go for John, sure. The John.
So it would just be you, John,
Aye.
just rocking out your top window, just
yes.
ready to save a day.
Yeah.
Would you be Captain John, Super John,
Super John.
Unbelievable John, Super John?
Super unbelievable John. we'll go for that.
Super Unbelievable John. I just see that on a slogan now,
Oh, yeah.
so good. Yeah. We'll send out the Super Unbelievable John signal, so whenever things, whenever the so-called stuff hits the fan. So.
Exactly.
Okay, John, thanks very much for your time.
No problem.
I hope you get some good deals in there. And have a great day, mate, okay?
Okay.
Cheerio, thanks very much for talking to us.
Hero, we all need a hero.